Hello, everybody. I'm SYRANAS. I will be your GM today, or as we like to call our GMs in the Rolling Nomads, a navigator. Uh, we are here for a very special occasion, and we are here to run something called Eldritch Automata. Uh, and it's intro a one shot or two. We're going to do a two shot. This is going to be fantastic. Now, let's meet our players. Azure, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. I am Azure or Rachel. You can find me over at the AzureButterfly.ttv. I'm also the creative director here on Rolling Nomads, and today I'll be playing Kristen Kim.
Excellent. So, with that, also the next person, David, you can go ahead and
Hello.
introduce yourself.
Oh, happily.
Sorry.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. David Gagnon. I am the project manager here at the Rolling Nomads. You can find me on Twitter at DG the Nomad. And yeah. Oh, yes. Cameron Chen is the character I will be playing today. Looking forward to it.
Excellent. And next, Luna, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Luna or Jured by Night. You can find me at Jured by Night on all the things, including here on Twitch. And I am the social media director here at the Rolling Nomads. But tonight I will be playing Rebecca Rodriguez.
Fantastic. And now, Ramos, I know you're not used to this, but go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello. I am not used to this. I am Ramos. I found everywhere at Ramos and Nomad. I'm checking audio levels. I'll be playing Lionel Lee.
Lionel. Excellent. I already introduced myself, so I'm going to stick with that. In any case, last time we introduced the system, and now it is time to begin. As you rest in the barracks of the Forge, surrounded by the remnants of a world scarred by the apocalypse, a deceptive calm settles over the night. The air is thick with the stillness of slumber, and the distant echoes of nocturnal creatures create a lullaby of the forsaken. Suddenly, the tranquility is shattered as an intense brilliance floods the sky. A blinding flash of light illuminates the entire base, seeping up through the cracks in the boarded up windows and casting long, eerie shadows across the room. Alarms blare to life, their deafening wails jolting you awake in the dead of night. Blinking against the residual glare, you scramble up to your feet, disoriented by the abrupt interruption of your rest. The air is charged with an electric tension, and the distant hum of emergency generators underscores the gravity of the situation. Outside, the world is bathed in an ethereal glow, as if the heavens themselves are ablaze with otherworldly fire. So, since this is a military operation, all of you are in the barracks. And go ahead and introduce your characters. Starting with Azure.
Oh, I didn't even think about what my character looks like. That's my bad. So Kristen Kim is short, probably about like just over 5 foot, maybe just at 5 foot. Very athletic. Honestly, not wearing too much other than a black tank top and black jeans and combat boots, and shoulder length, wavy brown hair. Yeah.
Excellent. David, your character as well.
Yeah. So I'm more or less the big guy of the group, I suppose you could say. Slightly I would say above average height and build, to kind of fill that more physically intimidating role with this. Um, as far as style, it's very simple and practical, like you would see with somebody in the military. So just short, kept hair kind of deal. It doesn't take that long to get up, get ready, and get out the door so I can start kicking some ass.
All right, Luna.
Okay. I would say Rebecca is about average height. Tan skin, long black, like medium length black hair that she always has tied back. Her clothes are not reflective of her personality. They're very utilitarian and military-like. Also very easy to get into and get out the door. She always tries to have a smile on her face though, as her main accessory.
Excellent. Ramos.
Lionel Lee is very clean cut. So the uniform is spick and span. Likely carries a smaller version of a lint roller in one of the pockets, and constantly sort of keeping things. He's gone above and beyond to press and starch his uniform, so there are sharp corners and curves. As well, the hair is harkens back to like those older war movies, not just the fade. Obviously, that's there to keep the hair just above the ear line, as well. But the top is it's not a high and tight really. It's that 1950s sort of side part with the gel and keeping things just real. What's the word here, guys? Help me out here.
Professional.
Not professional. The adhering
Extra?
to uniform standards. Like that's the whole vibe here. There's not a hair on his
Yeah.
face. He is adhering to standard.
Baby smooth.
A single hair out of place, there's a problem.
Excellent. All of you see each other as you get up from your bunks. Over the intercom, you hear your commanding officer go, "Team, you head on over to the loading docks, please."
Almost instinctively, Lionel. They can't hear us, right?
No.
It truly doesn't matter to Lionel. With an instinct, he just says, "Yes, sir," and continues to move.
Kim's going to roll her eyes a little bit at that, and then, without saying a word to the others in the moment, is just going to follow behind Lionel.
Yeah.
Gonna grab my
As she does that, she's taking a hairband and tying her hair back.
Gonna grab my shit and start heading that way. Not wasting any time.
Same.
See, going through towards the loading dock, you see the sky outside the window, just ablaze with aurora, or like lights in the sky. Aurora everywhere. It's almost like each bit of light that's being it looks like as if it's a multicolored fire licking at the sky. However, eventually you do get to the loading docks, and you see a bunch of people moving equipment to your only guess is to receive cargo. And you see an officer standing there directing people, and once he sees you, he goes, "You, come here."
Make our way over to him.
Yep.
Same.
And And at the same time, Atkins arrives. He's kind of disheveled a little bit. He clearly didn't sleep.
The second Atkins shows up, Kristen's eyes zero in on him. She's not saying anything just yet, but her eyes are a little bit wider. And actually, no, she is going to say something really quick. And she's going to say, tighten up. This is a real deal, Atkins.
Get off my dick.
I think Rebecca would hold back a snicker.
Atkins is rather does Kim is Kim the more experienced personnel here compared to Atkins?
Actually, compared to Atkins,
yeah.
Atkins
Yeah.
new, right? Atkins is
Uh-huh.
the new guy.
Yeah, I'll just put a hand on Atkins' shoulder and say, "Show your superior some respect."
You get a glare.
Watch your dick while you still have it.
And the officer goes, "You done? Because we're about to receive a new one."
What
Her
is it?
name
Another
is
new guy? Or
a new arrival, another pilot. Her name is Kylie Summers. She is a prodigy, pretty much.
Oh,
Outbeat
she
out
knows her
all
head
of
from her
you
ass?
on her. Yeah, beat out all of you on your scores for the simulations.
Impossible.
She's from overseas.
Simulations
From,
may be nice, but that don't mean anything out there. Can't simulate
I
half
know
that
too
shit.
much. I know full well. However, she's good. From well, guess it's no longer the Highlands. It's more flatlands now. In any case, she's coming in very soon. Well, top brass wanted approved of her deployment over here. Not sure why, but I'm not gonna say no to a new pilot. And at that, intercom goes off. We see 3 Chariot class horrors coming in on the transport. We're gonna need help. Atkins just sprints.
Kim is following.
You're not dismissed yet. Atkins, get back! Oh fuck!
Do you want me to go after him?
No, we're gonna need
Fucking new kids.
Indeed.
Her eyes are watching
We're gonna-
Atkins as he leaves.
We're gonna need you here at the dock in order to fight off any horrors that actually follow her in here, rather than meeting her out there. So let's bring it up on the screen. Yeah, go ahead.
What class did you say these creatures were?
Chariot.
Chariot class. Okay. Cool. Sweet. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And a hologram screen appears right on near you guys over at the desk, and shows a camera of a transport bobbing and weaving as these horrors full of tentacles and the name Flesh Ripper appears over each one on the screen. And he goes, "What in the Jesus Christ? All right,
Don't look frightened.
Atkins, you no, Atkins, you in your automata yet? I'm on my way out now. And you see his automata zoom out to meet the horrors there.
Can he hear us?
Yes.
Atkins, don't do anything stupid. The last thing we need is another dead pilot.
The last thing I need is someone talking in my ear while I'm fighting.
She's not going to respond to that. She looks upset, but she's not going to respond to that.
And he gets real close and starts fighting the horrors. So, go ahead and make an observation roll, each of you.
Ooh, how do we do that?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, observation
Yeah.
is under wits. So you combine the pool of your
Mhm.
wits and your observation, and
Okay.
you roll that many d6s.
What's the difficulty?
The difficulty is 3.
So anything 3 or higher?
No, you have to hit a 6 for a success.
Oh, right.
The difficulty is 3 successes.
Cool.
Rough.
1 success.
2.
None. I had 3 5s.
Also one
I-
success.
Yeah, I had
Alright.
1 6, 1 5, a 4, and a 2.
3
if I
5s. That's
remember-
crazy.
If I remember right, there's what is it? Pushing the roll was the mechanic
Yes.
for this.
So would you like to push the roll?
I'm trying to remember exactly how that works. So I know I keep the 2 6s, and then with the remaining dice, I would roll all of those again and gain a level of stress. Correct?
Correct.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and push the roll.
I'm
See
also
if this
going to
works.
push the roll. That sounds super fun.
I think I'm going to do that too. Where's the stress marker on the sheet?
Darn. No extra
That would
successes.
be over on the
Uh-huh.
right-hand side, underneath
Under
stability.
stability. Yeah. So my stress has gone up by 1, and I did not get any additional successes. So 2 is what I'm sitting at.
Current.
I got no extra successes, so I took a stress.
Question for our GM. I'm so sorry. Well, one, I have 2 successes now. My stress max is blank.
There is no maximum.
Oh, God bless. Okay, so I'm just sitting at a 1 now, yeah? Current for current?
Mm-hmm.
Sick.
Indeed.
All right.
Same.
I pushed and I got 2 6s.
All right. So none of you get it, but that's
Rough.
okay.
Rough.
You see on the screen in front of you, you see shotgun blast and tentacles flare out. There is some sort of laser that comes out of the one of the horrors and shoots at the transport, missing. And you also see that the transport is almost getting away with Atkins getting in the way of these horrors. However, just as fast as they got here, Atkins gets hit real bad.
Is there a readout on the monitor anywhere that shows the state of Atkins automata? I caught myself there.
Indeed. The automata is fucked up. He falls as these tentacled creatures lash at him before Kylie's transport gets to the docking bay, and y'all see the transport come in real fast, and suddenly, just as fast as they started to surround Atkins, they run off.
I will say that probably the second that Atkins got hit that badly, Kim is going to say, "Get the hell out of there!"
You can tell. Oh, go ahead.
No. Please. After you.
You can tell that Atkins isn't in control right now.
Damn it.
Dear. That isn't good.
Is he berserking?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything that I would notice about, like, because the horrors just scampered off?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything that I can see that might be calling them, or like a reason that they might flee? Is there something bigger coming?
Go ahead and make an observation roll.
Sweet. We're gonna go ahead and push the roll again.
We're gonna have so much stress by the end of this.
No successes.
Was that observation roll just for Gilbert, or was that for
Just for Gilbert.
Understood.
0 successes.
Okay. You don't glean any information off of their sudden retreat.
Excellent. Just mutter to myself. Fascinating.
All you know is that they had the advantage and they abandoned it.
Out of curiosity, question: what's the hierarchy with our group in rank? Would you say?
Y'all are. There would have been one in Jameson would have been the leader. However, all of you, the rest of you, are the same rank.
Okay.
Okay.
And with that, with Kylie's transport brought back down, the transport opens up, and a redhead starts walking down the ramp, mussing her hair up a little bit, and she has this bright smile on her face and goes, "Oh, I hope he's all right."
Almost certainly not. But welcome.
We don't know. We'll see. He could be fine.
Permission to go grab him.
We've already got somebody to go grab him, and you see like these like big loading robots start moving on out. Well, I'm sure he's gonna be all right. Hi, I'm Kylie. Good to meet you.
Kim's just gonna nod.
It's good to
Rebecca,
meet you
lovely
as
to meet
well,
you.
Kylie.
So
Pleasure to meet you.
Excellent. I'm going to have a fun time getting to know you guys, but first I need to talk to Seal. And she walks on over to an approaching officer, and she puts on a very polite facade as she speaks to her CO and her new CO. And once they walk away, she turns around, like almost pirouetting, in a way of like just sort of direct 180, and goes, "All right, where can I get some food?"
Like you already.
You gonna show me around?
Absolutely.
All
Come on,
right.
team. We can do that.
Sure. All right.
Yeah, we'll make it. Let's show the newcomer around.
Excellent.
Kim's kind of just like uncomfortable at the side of the group.
I think Rebecca's like at the front, like at her side.
While
I'll be more in the middle. I got a funny feeling about why those things would just kind of scamper off like that, especially when they had the advantage. But yeah, we'll keep going.
while we walk,
Alright.
I'm gonna hang back with Kim and just kind of. So, first impressions. What do you think?
It's Atkins all over again, only a little more chipper.
What? No, the creatures, the ones on the monitor. Those were newer.
They
Yeah.
were newer, but why'd they just fuck off like that?
I'm excited to find out, aren't you?
Sure, excited. That's
Why
exactly
is
what I
you
want to be right
so
now.
glum?
Atkins going off like that on his own again, he's gonna get himself killed.
Past
He can't
training
keep doing
programs.
that. He can't keep doing that. He can't keep disrespecting the order that we have here. It's what keeps us safe, too.
One could argue that the insubordination of an inferior lies on the shoulders of the superior.
So we should be harder on him.
I have nothing to do with
Well,
his training or his upbringing.
Well,
I think-
falling flat on his face didn't seem to do him any good, or unless he learned from this time. But
Rebecca?
I think clocking this conversation, I think I would just kind of turn around, be walking backwards, and say, I think he knows what he's doing. Put a little faith in him.
He knows what he's doing. Did you see what happened?
Yeah,
Those horrors nearly tore his...
he's alive.
That they,
I mean, this time,
that they nearly did. So he is alive, I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure.
So
all right, that choice of words not real comforting.
look, I'm not the one that went out there, and I am here with you, and I want some food. And honestly, I think everybody's gonna feel good after breakfast. Come on. Which way's the cafeteria?
Wait, follow me.
Kim's gonna scratch the back of her neck, probably an annoying tick when she's a little frustrated, maybe even shy. And she's just gonna slowly follow after.
She flashes you a smile as she turns around to follow Rodriguez.
Just following
So,
after.
heading, yeah. Y'all make it to the cafeteria. It's not the best food, but it's home. Oh, excellent! I've been living off rations for weeks. Let's get some real food. And she heads straight to the line.
Good old grade F beef for military and prison use only.
Charming.
I think Rebecca would laugh.
Nothing but the best.
Kim doesn't full on laugh, but you can see like there's just a curl at the corner of her lips at that.
There's a smile.
And now it's gone.
Rough.
Just a grin as she heads on over to the line. So, so the current menu is a lot of canned food, and some mystery meats of different varieties.
Is there
Yeah,
like that canned fruit?
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah, that's what I'll eat.
David,
I'm just
I'll
gonna
ask the
grab
question since I know you're too afraid to. Where's the goddamn Chili Mac MREs?
What?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Where
there
are
a
they,
story with
Syranus?
this?
Where are the fucking Chili
Yep.
Mac MREs?
Yep.
They're
I
with
want
the
the.
officers.
Those
Oh.
motherfuckers. Of course they are, little bastards. I'm sorry.
All right.
He's fine.
No. At some point, we're gonna have to tactically acquire some of those.
I want to know the deep lore behind what's going on here. I'm so confused. Is it just macaroni and chili?
We'll fill you in during
Well, kind of.
intermission.
Yeah. The good ones have candy in them.
Shut the fuck up, David. No, they don't.
That's why people go for the vegetarian ones.
It's a
But
myth.
really, the chili mag is where it's at. But we will tactically acquire some of those later.
Mm-hmm.
And just like a little mental note on that.
Sorry, SYRANAS.
Sorry, please.
No,
So you said-
I'm here for it.
So you said canned food, right? Nothing but canned food.
And mystery meat.
There's canned food, mystery meats, some sort of mass of potatoes in the background of behind the lunch lady.
Is there like canned spam?
There is spam.
She's just gonna grab
Yeah,
a nice big tin of canned spam and a fork.
Spam is the one thing that survived the apocalypse.
It's
that,
a universal
has a-
constant.
What about Twinkies?
Twinkies are gone.
Damn.
Fuck.
Ooh.
All gone.
That's why
Oh,
Kim is so
God.
upset.
Yep.
Hostess did not survive the franchise wars. All right. In any case,
Sorry.
go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, going through the line, since we can't get the chili mac MREs, I'm just gonna put as much of that protein on the plate as I can. I think the real mystery is whether or not it's actually meat, but hey, it gives me protein, so.
It is
Synthetically
a protein.
grown meat.
So, getting to know you. What are your names? I never actually asked.
Rebecca.
Good to meet you, Rebecca. And you?
I'll hold up my hand, like shake her hand. Cameron Chen.
Good to meet you, Cameron. And what are you two? What are your names?
Kim's not answering just yet. She's eating. She has a mouthful of spam, and she's looking dead down at the table for a second, with her eyes every so often flicking over.
Insert rank here, Lionel Lee.
Good to meet you. Inserting here, Lionel Lee.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't most pilots like considered like lieutenant of rank or something along those lines?
Mm-hmm. Oh, in the
Officers.
actual military, but
We're
not
grunts.
the apocalypse military.
Yeah. This
That's
is the
fair.
apocalypse military.
This is what letting enlisted be drone pilots does. You hear me, U.S. government?
We could say our rank is just pilot.
Or writer. As a so
Yeah, because if they call us pilots, they have to pay us like pilots.
After Lionel introduces himself, Kristen's gonna say Kim, Kristen, Kim, but people just call me Kim.
that started out like 007, but fair enough.
Oh, I haven't heard that in a long time. Wow.
Yeah, they have a VHS copy of Tomorrow Never Dies at the Academy.
No way.
That's actually a really good one. Fuck.
Wow.
It's really good.
I don't know what that is.
Syranus, I just want to say you chose one of my favorite ones, so I appreciate you for that.
You've never seen. Oh my goodness. Well, if we could change that, I would.
Is it a training
I feel like
manual,
that.
or-
I feel like that
It's
explains some of the things
documentary,
that's wrong
or-
with you.
It is a story of a spy by the name of James Bond. And he always introduces himself as Bond, James Bond.
Yep.
So,
Bond have a high-ranking official, or
It's like fiction. It's like it's a movie.
Acting, not real.
Like for entertainment.
Yeah, should try it
I'm
sometime.
aware of the concept.
They kept shifting actors too.
Kind of like your fascination with horrors. It's gives you entertainment.
You read my file.
I did.
Did you happen to see the redactions?
I did not have the clearance for the reductions. No.
Well, to put any rumors to rest, it was just confiscated research, that's all.
Okay. Good to know. But about the rest of you, what do you like to do for fun?
Oh my goodness! Let me tell you, there's not a whole lot to do around here, but I like to draw and read and hang out with everybody. Yeah.
She is quite the chipper one.
Quite the cinnamon roll, you are.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So, if you is there a firing range around here?
Oh
No?
boy, is there.
I just work on my.
As a note, there isn't.
Oh, I was talking about outside.
Oh, okay.
Just casually get in our automatas and just go shooting outside.
Yup.
Kim's just gonna say, I just work on my automata. Tinkering helps calm the mind.
Oh, can you show me where yours is? The hangar, I believe it would be. I want to see.
That's her cheeks might flush a little bit at that, but she also looks like a combination of excited and also nervous. As she opens her mouth for a quick second, closes it, then opens it again, and she's just gonna, sure, if you want. It's nothing special though, but yeah, sure.
Oh, I'm sure it's very special. And don't be nervous, it's only you and me. And she's... each of you make an observation check.
Okay.
Sure.
Let's see if this works this time. I have technically nothing in observation, so it's just my straight up wits.
I got one success so far. I would like to push the roll.
No successes, but my character is introverted and anxious as shit, so she's gonna try to push a little bit more.
Darn.
So I will take another stress and
Yeah, you know what? I'll do the same.
Same.
Yeah.
You're
two
I have no
successes.
reason.
racked up with.
2 successes.
Okay.
Just one
you do
overall.
notice that
Just one.
anyone that got at least one noticed that she hasn't touched her food yet. She seems incredibly focused on learning about each of you.
I thought you said you were hungry.
Oh, right, I am. Oh, look at me. I'm sorry. And she starts eating. We'll get to the hangar after I'm done eating, or everyone's done eating. And she starts digging in, like canned cream corn, some green beans. And,
Now, I feel like Lee and I would have at this part in common, at least. Is eating this food very quickly to the point where it's like, are you taking the time to taste it, or are you just shoveling it in your face so that way you can go and shoot the next thing? But that food's gonna be gone real quick.
Okay.
I'm
Excellent.
like savoring, doing the happy food dance.
The happy food dance.
Happy food dance.
What does that look like for
Yeah, what does it
Rebecca?
look-
That is
why are
so...
yeah.
Just bobbing back and forth. Kim rolls her eyes as she notices that a little bit, as she just like pokes at her spam, the meat probably wiggling a little bit before, yeah, just like she's just eating to eat.
If it jiggles like that, you know it's still good. So
So, and like when Kylie gets done, she looks up for a moment and goes, "That was better than what I've had for a long while. The chili mac MREs keep disappearing on us."
We have a
right.
suspicion who that might be. We're working on it.
Excellent.
I still haven't even had gotten a chance to try one of those.
They are delicious. They have some of the best stuff in them. In any case, next thing is the hangar. I want to see your
Really?
automatas.
At that, Kim is standing up already. Probably one of the rare occasions where she's the first one to get up in this instance.
Well,
Ooh, eager.
I'll get
Let's
up.
go.
yeah, let's go.
Oh,
And yeah, each of you lead Kylie into the hangar. You see an automata that is in the process of being built. And the label in that part of the hangar is Unit Firestorm. It's not quite done, but Kylie goes, "Oh, there she is. That's mine. That one is mine. It's not done, but
Wow.
Very beautiful looking.
what do they have left to do with it?
the power core is required, and the ego field generator
Oh yeah,
as
can't
well.
go into combat without that.
Yeah, you kind of
Nope.
need that.
Be at a major disadvantage, yeah.
So let's see yours.
That one over there is mine, and she's gonna point to hers where it's docked, and she's gonna say that is my overload.
Overload. And she like sort of almost skips her way over and looks very closely at Overload, and just sort of goes in a circle around it and goes, "She's beautiful."
Thank you. I added some of my own upgrades, so to speak, over the years, and she's quite the fire spitter herself at times.
I have a question, and this might be inviting chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Peeking through everything, I didn't see descriptions of the automata.
They're there.
They're there. Where are they?
Well, kind of, sorta. It's like a basic information on page. I'm on page 53.
Well, I'm just talking about
for mine.
the aesthetic and look of the things.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
That is up to you.
Yeah, that's
Hell
what I was
yeah.
afraid of. So,
Beautiful.
in the moment, I would love to hear if y'all are okay with it. I just want to know what the automata look like, if that's okay.
Oh yeah.
Describe your giant
and-
robot.
Yes.
I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
Overload is not as bulky as some. Looking at you, Chen. It's almost would be described as athletic with a combination of whites, reds, blacks in its color scheme, almost looking like a dark fire in a way. Yeah, it's got very angular features. It's got on its arms, instead of just being open for guns of a sort, it's got a retractable bladed gauntlet, and yeah, and on its hip, the curled up bladed whip. For those of you who may have looked closer, there is a little bit of graffiti on the side of where the cockpit is that says burning overlord or overload, burning overload on it.
Fantastic. Now, David,
All right.
go ahead and paint us a picture of your behemoth of a mech.
Yep. So mine is larger in stature. It is a heavy style mech that I've come to affectionately call Big Bertha. And Big Bertha's a thick bitch with 2 C's and a Q. Like, so, got on the arm, kind of mounted in there as it's a minigun. Just, you gotta have a minigun there. There is also an artillery cannon that kind of comes up and would be closer to shoulder mounted. Not quite, but it's modified so that way I can still kind of function with that. And then the back has a compartment that would sort of come out and open up for the tactical nuke. Now, kind of written on the back of that is "To whom it may concern." But yeah, kind of going with like it's sort of faded and scratched up, like you can tell it's been shot at and just like hit, like dents, scratches all over. This thing's taking a beating and just keeps on trucking, with a nice, faded and scuffed up sort of army green kind of paint job on it. With the scuffs
Alright.
kind of leaving that metallic color kind of shining through. Gives it some character.
Excellent. Luna?
Okay. So Rebecca would proudly gesture over to hers. It is very very slim looking, and very angular. We have a lot of corners. It's pink with purple stripes, like kind of going up the legs, up the arms, and kind of geometrically on the chest. If it were turned on, it would light up with like green lights, so the visor is green as well. And then on the arm, it looks like it's been modified to where a assault rifle kind of comes out of the arm and can be used that way. And then on the right thigh is a giant knife put in a giant sheath.
Love it.
I mean, giant insofar as it's, mech sized. It's still a knife. Yeah.
And you, Ramos?
So, when asked to display his automata, Lionel will kind of just gesture and say that there is what we've been calling the prototype, and just kind of pause for the oohs and ahs. There's nothing to ooh and ah at, though, really. This is not customized at all. This is still like stock gray. It's just unpainted steel. It is very standard looking, save for the weaponry that's been very clearly modified. The rifle seems to be like almost a part of the arm itself. It stands kind of like at the low ready position with a very large, obviously, much like Rebecca said, it's a large weapon, but it's only large because it's automata sized. It's a giant sniper rifle, as well as on the left side there is the hints of what is a plasma sword. Yeah, everything is just stock, or it looks like it has like a factory. There's probably still like, the only scuffs and things like that are from the few times he's taken it actually out into combat. Doesn't look as worn as everybody else's, and definitely not as customized and like flashy. I'd go so far as to say that like Lionel doesn't really do a sweep of like checking for like aesthetics or anything like that. He checks systems and that's about it. So if anybody graffitied on it or like added their own little flair to it, by all means, if there's anything graffiti you guys want to add or like little bits, he probably wouldn't have noticed at this point.
Oh, I absolutely would have painted something on. Yes.
Oh yeah. Under at least one of the panels on there, and I would not tell you which one. On the other side of the panel is going to be some phallic imagery. Good luck finding it.
Perfect.
I was just gonna say probably in graffiti letters somewhere around the back area, but in a fashion to where it would be hard to read exactly unless you knew exactly what it said. It's gonna say tight ass.
Excellent. Rebecca, do you have any graffiti you want to do?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She would have put like, she would have put like a, she would have written, but with like very pretty cursive with paint. Somehow, God knows how she did this. It would say "put on a smile" with the little heart at the end.
Excellent. Yeah, those are the most colorful things about it. The other rest of it is just very stock. I'd say the most notable thing aside from the weaponry is just the chest plate has a hole with a kind of an iris in it. That is where the ego terror ability pulls from in the automata.
Okay.
I would also say I would also like to add something to my own, in that the core of my overload looks unique. It looks completely customized, and it looks like there's even further ventilation situated throughout the athletic angular body, to help disperse some of the heat in some very interesting ways.
I think the only
Okay.
thing I'd like to add to mine is it looks like it has like these wings on the back, almost like butterfly wings, but they're more angular. That's how their jetpack maneuvers. That's where it comes from.
That makes
Oh,
sense. That makes sense.
These are all very beautiful. I just noticed. Nice. These are all very nice. Oh, I can't wait to see them in action.
It's
Oh, yeah.
fun.
Oh, I bet. I bet. So, I could probably stare at these all day, but I kind of want to know what things are. We've already been in the loading docks, so maybe the barracks. Figure out where I'm sleeping, eh?
Yeah,
Sure.
for sure. Once again, next to her in the front, just taking her. taking the group.
And we'll follow
Excellent.
the last in the line of the group going.
Yeah, that's
Okay. So along the way to the barracks, you find an interesting sort of setup in one of the like dead end hallways. You see a bunch of people like stacking up empty food cans, and there's sort of like a makeshift shooting range happening.
Ooh, this looks fun.
Oh, you see this one guy just start um, fanning the hammer at a like an old ass revolver and hitting each can that he can while fanning the hammer. He's quite good at it.
Rebecca would clap.
This might sound nitpicky, but how well does he do? Like, if he's got, let's say, you describe old style revolver. If there's 6 shots out of 6, how many does he hit?
He hits 6 out of 6.
Interesting. No further questions
So
at this time.
you do know him. His name is Toshi. He's been known to brag about how good of a shot he is. He's infantry. Of course, he's going to brag about that. So he turns around and goes, "Oh, it's the special ones. Care to test your aim?"
Well, we were on our way somewhere, but if we want to, she'll look to the group.
For a long barrel, but you seem to be using what you've been given fairly well.
Well, this family heirloom is still quite good. You can definitely use. Yeah. You had something, Kim?
I'm usually more suited to close combat, but I'm down to try.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Line up. There are some guns here for y'all to use. Considering, well, I guess you're not used to the regular size guns here. So let's go.
Yeah. So I'll pick up one of the bigger ones. Like I prefer to use something that's got some weight to it.
All right, line up the cans. And cans are lined up at various distances. And this will be a roll by the name of ranged combat.
I assume that as military personnel, we at least all have a sidearm.
Yes.
Okay.
But
yeah, Kim's just gonna...
there are guns laid out nearby for this.
Kim's just gonna use her sidearm.
Okay.
Now I know there were a couple things as far as like aiming. I know gives us some kind of a modifier as well. Also the stress, if I remember right, that gets added to our rolls here, right? Like replacing some of the dice.
I believe you are thinking of a different game.
Oh no. Well, I'm sorry. So I was looking at this here from the mechanical ash can. So it's the stress through pushing certain effects and your GM discretion. Your character gains stress. Stress dice are added to any skill roll you make, increasing your chances of succeeding with a growing risk.
Okay.
Now,
fair enough.
Right, I believe I remember asking, like, do we need a separate dice pool?
That's right.
Now, what I'm seeing here is it says stress dice are added to increase our chances. So let's say I would roll 2 dice for this. I would instead roll 4.
Indeed.
Okay.
I need to designate my stress dice then.
My stress dice are going to be the solid blue ones. There we go.
Cool. I'm just gonna have to roll mine separately because all mine are black. That's all I had. So,
So I would
are
roll
there
a total of 6. So with having 4 agility and nothing in ranged combat, I would roll 4 plus my 2 stress dice.
Indeed.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and. So 0 successes initially, and nothing on the stress dice.
Okay.
So just 0 successes across the board, but there were no ones on the stress dice. So
3 successes, but one of them is on a stress dice.
Okay. Just give me a second to get to that part of the game. Oh, hey, they added strands in the
Excellent.
document.
Hell yeah.
Excellent.
Stress. Okay. Rolling a
Oh,
1 on a stress die, even on a success incurs a panic roll. Okay, cool.
I'm kind
Say
of
that one more
tempted
time?
to try to push the roll again.
So rolling a 1 on a stress die on a success, even on a successful roll, incurs a panic roll. But I
Okay.
don't think any of you rolled a 1.
No, I didn't.
no.
At least not on my stress dice. But yeah, 3 successes total then.
I'm
Okay.
kind of tempted to try pushing the roll again. Does that re-roll
You can
stress
only do
dice?
that once.
Oh, I can.
You
Is
can
it
only
once?
do that once per roll.
Oh, yeah. So I haven't done that
Oh,
yet.
okay. Oh yeah.
I rolled the stress
You
dice earlier, but
yeah, you would roll the stress dice as well if they are failures.
understood.
You gain the stress after the pushing.
Understood. So yeah, no successes. All I got was an extra point of stress from that.
Y'all are
Okay.
just stressing yourselves out.
I am. We're at 3 right now, and I don't know if I should be the one panicking.
Yeah, I'm at 2 stress right now myself.
RAMOS is at 3, as far as I remember.
Holding on.
How about you, Luna?
my-
2.
So we're the least stressed of the group right now.
Yeah, of course. I got nothing to be stressed about.
So Kim, you got 3 successes.
Correct.
So in this time, you actually beat out Toshi. He manages to miss a can in his lineup, and you got all of yours. Well done.
No, it was probably lucky.
And you hear next to you, "Well done. That was some good shooting."
Good job.
I probably just got lucky, and she's gonna like holster her sidearm and then just shift away.
Nonsense. That's pure skill. That's something you get from being special. I'm just gonna stare at Toshi.
Ooh.
And you are definitely very special.
Kim's cheeks are just as crimson as her automata.
Turn into a beet red tomato, and it's real cute. Anyway.
She is going to move herself up for a little further away now. She does not know how to handle that.
She chuckles to herself. You notice that her lineup, she missed a couple cans, but if you want, you can roll an observation roll if you wish. This will be an easy one. You don't need
Observation.
Mhm.
1 success.
When you said
Cool.
do we add stress dice to just every roll, or is it specific rolls?
Yep.
It'll be specific rolls. You don't need
Oh,
to add
okay.
everything.
Oh, I thought it was to every.
Me too.
Me too.
Oopsie. Copy.
Oopsie.
But
It
none of
says
the.
it was at DM's discretion.
Right.
Oh,
what
gotcha.
you
Heard.
do. Oh no, it says
Uh,
any skill roll
yep.
you make.
Any skill
Okay.
rolls,
Okay.
anything at your discretion can add stress.
Mhm.
Neat.
Nothing changes. So
I
yeah,
got
What
two.
changes?
one success.
Just-
I got
All
two.
right. You can tell she held back and she deliberately missed a couple of her shots.
So I got 2 successes and 1 on one of the stress dice.
Oh, we get
Uh-oh.
to go
Oh,
into the
no.
panic tables.
Oh no! 2 successes and panic.
It's just triggering a PTSD moment.
Yeah, just like I was successful in my shots, but somebody else wasn't. I'm gonna blow the nuke.
Oh my god.
So
It begins.
go ahead.
What are you
Go
hiding?
ahead,
Click.
Help me,
We
your
just-
secret.
We just give Chen a little like almost like fidget button that it doesn't
Yes.
do anything, but it has nuke written on it.
And I feel like it's like a click pen kind of thing, and
Yeah.
I probably go through these things so often that I need to get like a new one because I keep breaking them. But sorry, the panic roll you said.
Yes, 1d6 plus your current level of stress.
Does that one incur an additional level of stress, or is it just the?
The panic roll does not induce stress unless
Understood.
you unless you hit that on the table.
Just
Gotcha.
exacerbates the stress you already got.
So I got. All right, so I got a 5, and that my current stress is 3, so a grand total of 8.
Well done. You are extremely anxious at the moment, and your stability reduces by 1.
Stability going down. Oh boy.
Mm-mm-mm.
I would imagine he's noticeably anxious.
Uh-huh.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Just,
Can you sit
and
down?
I'll just kind of like fidget with the gun that damn thing was fucking cockeyed.
Okay.
Did we all notice that she missed purposely on those shots?
Yes.
Tim's not saying anything. She's not confrontational like that.
Look at that, Toshi. Even our newcomer knows you have a fragile ego.
Well, I didn't want to show anyone up. I
Oh, by
just
all
got
means.
here.
Rebecca would literally just bring her hand to her mouth, like, oh my god.
Oh no.
It's all.
Yeah.
Think of it this way, Kylie. It's like establishing a control and experiment. If you aren't honest now, how will Toshi know where he stands? How will he know how to gauge himself? You have to give the boy something to work with, something to work for.
That's the second time that Kim's like chuckled. Though it's weird, her face doesn't seem to move, but you heard the chuckle come out of her mouth.
She does the gesture going, I heard that. That chuckle. But she doesn't say anything. But at that she goes, you're right. We can't have anybody having any reason to betray each other. When it comes to, we gotta have a mutual respect.
We all do die in the end.
That we do.
But not anytime soon.
Sure.
Have we heard
No.
anything back about how Atkins was doing? Because he was not
No.
like he wasn't
Yeah.
okay.
Her eyes
Oh.
dart up.
You haven't heard anything though.
Maybe we should check on Atkins.
I would
Me
like that.
realizing I have a strand with him.
I would like that.
All right.
I'm gonna be along shortly. I think I will take just the one shot, just to show Toshi how it's done.
Okay. Go ahead and roll agility close combat.
Dude, don't miss. Don't embarrass yourself.
This is me realizing I have pretty great fucking stats for this.
Me too, actually.
A 7 die pool. Let's go.
What's your guys'
Plus
range?
the stress.
Mine is surprisingly not good considering how many ranged weapons I have.
That's funny.
Yeah. Close combat, though, I can whoop some ass.
I'm gonna go
Me
ahead and
too.
push this roll, because fuck it.
Stress.
You got to be your perfectionist, aren't you?
I mean, yeah.
I know he can't, but just keep pushing until he gets all successes.
Well, I mean, until we reach 10, then things get spicy.
That is
Yeah.
But that's for later.
4 successes and a 1 on the stress die.
Rough.
Excellent. You make this shot. Let's roll a d6 plus your current level in stress.
That's a 7.
7 total.
Yeah, d6 plus the stress die. Yeah, that's a 7.
Yeah.
Rolled a 4.
All right. After you make the shot, you start to tremble a little bit. So for the rest of the scene, you have a -1 to all rolls for agility at the.
Excellent. If I might add a little flavor to the shot, Game Master,
Go ahead.
I'll have the boys rack them up, the cans, and rather than the 6 shots that Toshi did, I'll just take the one at one of the base cans, looking for a weak point. Watch the entire thing tumble, and lay the rifle down as I'm starting, like my hand's starting to shake, and just say, "You shouldn't need 6 shots." And I'll begin to walk away, hopefully, before the panic really sets in, and try to rejoin my friends.
Just internally screaming as you walk away.
Yeah, would I have been able to see that? Like his reaction to this?
Yes.
Like his shot and all that? Okay. Gonna, just, as you're kind of turning around, just kind of give you a pat on the shoulder. Good shot. You alright?
Pilot by necessity, not by enjoyment.
I hear that.
Fucking shoulder hurts every time. You said it would get easier.
I also said you need to eat more of the meat. You gotta
Not putting
get
that in my
protein.
body.
Your body's
You
your
are
temple.
a growing boy. You are a growing boy. You need that protein.
So, heading off to medical. There is a triage tent. There, the forge isn't entirely fully maintained. However, there is a triage tent. There are several rooms that are available for anybody that are hurt. However, one room in particular, there is a sort of a bit of a hubbub and people streaming in and out of the room. Blood on gloves and that kind of thing. And just a genuine bad time. Kylie goes, "Oh, that doesn't look good. I'm sure it's fine."
Yeah, definitely fine.
Kim's breath is caught in her throat as she watches that. Her eyes are wide, and she's 1,000 yards staring.
Sure, he'll pull through, right?
She's just walking in now.
Well, statistically speaking, if they're doing things right, but it wouldn't hurt to make sure that they're doing things right, and Lionel is going to move in that direction.
Yeah,
Same.
Kim's already walking.
Right. Heading on in that direction.
Yeah, and I'll
you
follow
get-
close behind.
You get to where you can almost see in the room, but a couple nurses are like, "You do not go in there without doctor's permission."
How's he
a
doing?
doctor.
Oh my god.
Listen, PhD, you aren't allowed in there during surgery.
I will
Sir,
speak in
If they're-
whatever tongue I need to convey that I have 3 in medical.
If they're working on him, then there's probably nothing we can do. We need to step back and let them do their job. 'Cause if we're just getting in the way, that's only going to slow them down.
Observation room. Is there an observation room?
No.
I think this is the first time that Rebecca hasn't had a smile on her face.
I'm getting in that room, one way or the other. Now stand down.
Kim's starting to pace and rubbing at the side of her arm.
You can either move out of my way or join him on a gurney.
Christ.
Okay. So this is fun because this will require a roll of. It'll be an empathy roll, but I'm thinking of either command. It's gonna be command.
Copy. When I rolled the 1 on the stress dice, does that eliminate stress or does that just build?
No, that just builds.
Copy that. So I'm sitting at 4 stress.
Good lord.
Oh, I thought we said rolling a 1 on the stress die doesn't add stress. It was just pushing the roll
It
that did
doesn't. Pushing
But
the
the
roll
stress
that did
doesn't
it.
go away.
Yeah, the stress doesn't go away.
I mean,
Until
GM's
we got-
discretion. I can add the 1. I don't give a shit.
You
Let's
don't
get
have the
weird.
one.
Oh.
There will be
But-
time.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
You said empathy and manipulation.
Yes,
Command.
let's go with that.
Uh,
I think so,
They're
command.
the same. They're the same number.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Command and manipulation.
Sweet. All right.
Either way, you're intimidating. Currently.
Jesus Christ, my empathy is 2.
So, because of one of your abilities, sugar and spice, you gain successes on 5s and as well as 6s. Using
Yes.
command and manipulate roll.
I can. So I keep forgetting to use that. But I have to basically call it out, and then it's the next roll. Would it be okay if I retroactively did that for this roll?
For which one?
Sugar and spice. So for sugar
Yeah,
and spice.
Yes.
Sweet. That is going to be 3 successes then.
The nurse stands down and goes, "They're not gonna like it."
I don't care. I will look to my friends and say I'll take care of it. Specifically to Kim and Rodriguez, because they seem
Kim's
the
gonna
most worried.
Kim's gonna nod her head a few times, but she's not gonna say anything.
Okay, trust you.
Kim probably presses her back up against the wall and starts doing some breathing exercises.
And you walk in.
I've got a question. Are the nurses like still kind of out of the way here? Like
They're
I know Gilbert's going in, or Lee's going in.
they're letting Lee in, but they don't want to let anybody else in. They don't want to lose their jobs.
That's fair. But I am gonna say to one of the nurses, if I need to get him out of there, you're getting out of my way because you can't carry his ass out of there.
Right.
I'll be at the ready. So
And
if he starts going off the handle, I'm running in there and grabbing him.
so with that, when you walk in, Lee, you gain 2 stress.
Oh
Sick.
my god.
Oh,
What you see in front of you is quite dark. There's blood everywhere. He is bleeding quite a bit. He's missing arms. And I do mean both arms.
Dope. Rough.
His left leg is crushed raspberries. And he, for some reason, he's able to keep going through sheer hatred. Very much a Sith Lord in that regard. However, it's not looking good.
Dope.
He isn't stable yet. He still has bladed tentacles stuck in his shoulder. And yeah.
Go on, please.
And the doctors are working furiously, and they haven't not noticed you there. So in the biohazard bin, you see horror parts.
Oh man. Is there like a mask, like a face mask I can just grab for like a surgical mask?
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna grab that shit. And without really missing a beat, I'm just gonna move in and try to take those out of his shoulder.
Okay.
Just kind of integrate myself into the surgical flow.
This is gonna be interesting. So, first, I'm gonna need 2 rolls from you.
Yep.
One is manipulation, as you're perusing yourself into the medical chaos here.
Okay.
And then
I'm not stressed out, guys.
It's 6 now, right?
I was not expecting that. That is 4 successes. I am not going to push that roll.
Okay, so I'm writing down. All right, so with that, you're able to bring yourself within the hustle and bustle of doctors and nurses doing their best to keep Atkins alive. And you're in a position to remove the tentacles.
Sweet. I'm gonna do that. Yep.
empathy, and medical.
Trust me, I'm a doctor. Okay, hold on. 6.
You're a researcher.
I am a researcher.
You're a doctor, but not this type.
Yeah, I'm a doctor.
Yeah, in like history or something.
Yeah, you have a doctorate. Yeah, sure.
Okay, all right. We're doing 1, 2. We're doing so good, guys. We're doing so good.
Okay.
uh,
Just know Rebecca's putting all her trust in you. Every ounce of it. No
Yep.
pressure.
Okay, cool. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm happy with my roll, but knowing that I am gonna push, and that's just rolling the unsuccessful stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. So 4 successes so far. Let me push this fucking roll. That brings me to 7 stress. I'm having a stroke.
Good fun. Good fun.
That is 6 successes.
Cool beans. You are able to get these tentacles out of his shoulder with relative ease, without much more bleeding than necessary, and without alerting suspicion.
Does he appear more stable after the tentacles have been removed?
Hard to tell.
Hmm.
He is injured to all hell.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna make myself useful wherever I can.
Okay. Cool beats. It'll be a little bit before you're able to get out, considering what you are doing now.
Not a problem.
So,
I can be inactive while everyone else does their stuff, by all means.
so we'll be bringing back outside the front door. Kylie will go. I'm sure he's okay. Uh, I'm, he's in the best hands.
How much action have you seen?
Of course. Yeah.
How much action?
Field action, not simulation.
Not a lot. I was really young when the apocalypse happened.
Survival from something like that. What we witnessed on the monitors. He'll be lucky to be alive. And she's
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Kim's just honestly sitting there trembling, separated from the group a little bit, back against the wall. She's not making eye contact.
Well, he has to pull through. You know? He will.
He shouldn't have even been out there. He shouldn't even be here on this team. He wasn't ready.
Why do you say that?
He didn't see him march off, disobeying orders. The second the horrors came, he was gone. He's... what's the word? A firebrand.
A
quick to-
firebrand. So, why are you so worked up about him joining the team?
She's not answering in that moment.
And did you betray yourself in letting him in?
It's my fault he's here. I signed off on him because we needed the pilots.
That we do.
If he dies, his death's on me. And she's
Yes.
just... I see that fucking head shaking.
And
It's
I'll
on
kind of
you, it's
be
on
glancing
him.
back and forth. Oh, sorry.
It's on you, it's on him. He made his decisions. He's a big boy. You let him in, knowing whether or not he was suitable. Now, what I want to know is that how are you going to cope with that betrayal of conscience to yourself?
As I have all the times before. I go to work.
Good. Your work is needed. That is for sure. Just be sure not to betray yourself again.
She's not going to answer again.
So a little bit.
Yeah, that me?
I
What? Yeah. What's up?
did you know him very well?
Yeah, I when he got on the team, I showed him around and helped him integrate into the team. He's my friend.
It's good to have friends. And
Absolutely.
I
Him
hope
looks a
I'm
little
good
pained
one.
at that.
Believe it or not, Kim, I want to be your friend.
She's just
And
going to stare at daggers.
And believe it or not, Rodriguez, you have been helpful.
I try,
You,
you know.
I can tell.
Mm. She smiles, but it doesn't. She looks a little like, I guess, insecure would be the word, and bites unconsciously bites the corner of her lip.
Chen, did you know him very well?
He hasn't been here too long, but was a good kid. A little too cocky for his own good sometimes, but that smooths itself out with time.
So I hear.
And my attention has kind of been shifting back and forth between seeing what was going on in the room and then what was going on out in the waiting area. Still kind of close to the doorway in case I need to intervene. And
Okay.
still kind of anxious from earlier, that whole thing. I don't know when that was supposed to go away, but I'm just rolling with it. So
It's a new scene. It's gone away. Well, no,
okay.
actually,
Well,
just yeah, you being anxious has gone away, but your stability is still reduced by 1.
Gotcha.
I do have a story, like a question, storyteller.
Mhm.
With something this dire happening to somebody that's both connected to a strand and a regret of my character, does the regret coming into fruition in nearly add any stress?
That is a good question, and I'm going to say yes. Go ahead and add 1 stress.
So I have a follow-up question to that, actually.
Yeah.
So for my strands, I've got Kim and Lee, and both are in very stressful situations, and I'm kind of in the middle here. So does that do anything as well, or?
Yes. Go ahead and add 1 stress.
Understood.
We're getting there. We all got to get to 10 by the end of the session.
I also have Atkins at a strand.
Yeah, go ahead and add a stress.
Yay, trauma.
No, I know this is real stressful, and this may feel like a betrayal of the moment, but I think we need to go get ready for tomorrow. As you can see, the solar flare has been happening, and it's going to be bad. As the sky is basically on fire outside.
Oh, right. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. There's nothing more we can do here anyways.
Should we wait for Lee, or?
You know him. He's going to be helping out for a lot longer than what he intended to.
Yeah.
All right, to the barracks, I guess. Onward.
Her smile will come back. Onward.
I'll let one of the nurses know, the one that he was talking to, let kind of message to pass on, just to say that we're on our way to the barracks, so that way you can find us when he's done.
Okay. So, heading on over to the barracks. You reach it pretty quickly. Kylie quickly claims a bunk. Definitely an empty one. Places bags that have been situated in a corner, right by her bunk, and she seems satisfied with where she's going to be sleeping. And then she begins to take things out of her bag and reorganize things and that kind of thing.
Question. In the barracks, is it big enough, like, because I know like we're only allocated like, X amount of space. Would it be big? Would our individual spaces be big enough to have a punching bag of some sort?
No.
No? Okay.
As the basically there are a bunch of bunk beds like lined up near each other.
How about a padded section of the wall?
If you could have done presented that yourself, made that yourself using padding, extra blankets, and that kind of thing.
Yep. That's probably what's situated on the wall nearest her own bunk, and Kim is just going to swiftly move over to it, crack her neck and crack her knuckles, and begin punching at that same spot of the wall that a lot of you probably know that she uses to train.
I think I think Rodriguez would hop onto her bunk, sitting cross-legged, like kind of. She has drawings taped to the wall, and so she'll just kind of be looking at sketches that she's done.
Are these sketches you've done?
Yeah. Like I said, I like to draw.
They're quite good.
Oh,
Are
thank you.
Are you working on something right now?
I was. Why?
I'm just curious. The creative process is unfortunately beyond me. I'm not much of an artist at all.
Everyone can do art.
I am quite the enjoyer. As she pours out some Diet Pepsi. Pepsi also won the franchise wars.
Damn.
Anyway,
They're the ones that took out Hostess.
indeed. The what kind of drawings are they? What have you been sketching?
She's definitely got a couple of her automata, like at different angles, and like just like got notes and annotations, about like potential modifications or aesthetic upgrades she could make, including just bow ? Pointing at the head. And then honestly, just sketches of everybody, like character studies for acting. I don't know. I forget what the word is when you watch somebody and you sketch them while they're doing stuff.
Okay.
Like sketching Kim while she's punching the wall.
Yeah, exactly.
Would you be able to draw me?
Sure.
Fantastic.
And she'll start pulling out her stuff. Again, cross-legged, just looking down and just scribbling.
All right. This will go on for a little while. RAMOS, I believe Lee. I'm gonna need you to make one more roll.
For sure. What can I do for you?
Empathy medical.
All right. I am at 7 stress.
Oh my god.
This can only go well. Empathy medical.
Hey, remember what happens when you hit 10?
All right. I need. Okay. I don't remember what happens when I hit 10, so.
Oh yeah, you weren't here when we were talking about it. Wouldn't you like to know?
I'm going to push the roll.
Oh my god.
Excellent.
Oh, I'm sorry. Because I've been using red dice for my stress die. I need to roll 1 stress die because I don't have 7 red die.
Mhm.
Give me 1 sec. Yeah, still going to push the roll. Sick. Okay. Okay. So good news and bad news, guys.
Oh,
That
no.
is 5 successes. That is a 1 stress die, obviously, because there's 7 of them. Well, now there's 8, but what more could we ask?
So it'll be 1d6 7 the stress upon the
Oh boy.
the current one you had to roll.
Copy that. I haven't been able to keep track of which ones are doing well for me. Okay, good. Love that. That is, I know math. 13.
Lucky number.
You can't do this anymore. You have to run. You must flee from this scene because holy shit, this is not okay.
I think
In spite of like your decorum and how little or how much you thought of Atkins, he was still a comrade in arms.
Yeah. Go on. I apologize.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, Lee will kind of keep pushing and aiding where he can, and then just seeing just the blood and the constant flow of his internal fluids is just getting to be a lot, and he's pushing past that over and over. That and like the potential of the horror parts in the corner that just keeps piling, and we keep pulling shit out of him. Just it's like it feels like we're taking him apart. It feels like there's less of him that is coming out of him as we keep going. So he's gonna just kind of like step back and just tear the mask off. And as a mechanical question, with the amount of successes that I rolled, I know that the stress, the one on the stress, he's got to run. He's gonna run, obviously. But is that a success or a failure? Does that add anything to him?
So you grab the horror parts. This is a success. You have done what you can to help stabilize Atkins.
Sure.
However, in your panic and your need to run away, you are capable of grabbing whatever horror parts that you had in hand.
Yeah, I will do just that. Lee will kind of tear the mask away and look at Atkins and just can't do anything else. And I will grab what I can and leave.
Your stress level increases by an additional 1.
Cool.
You're close to getting a trauma.
Oh, neat! I'm at 9.
Yeah. Oh. One more.
Mm-hmm.
Give me time.
Where did you run?
I would imagine, so but given the agenda of this character, he's gonna run to his lab, the space that he keeps secret.
Mm-hmm.
And begin less after hyperventilating, begin less threatening work and just start cataloging the horror parts and going through who might be a buyer.
Okay, so you do that. As people are winding down and that kind of thing, and you are coping by doing work, one is punching a wall. The lights go out.
Everybody check in.
And then emergency lights go on. And you get over the intercom. As I go over here. There's an issue at the loading dock. We're gonna need you.
To the loading dock. I go.
Yep, I'll set the sketch pad to the side and head that way.
Yeah, Kim drops her arms from the wall and takes a breath. before stretching out for a second, then following close behind.
And Kylie.
I realized I never
follows.
specified what I was doing, so just like working at like dumbbells or whatever. Just don't have the room for a full setup, but can still get a prison workout in.
All right.
Drop that, grab my shirt, or the top, and make my way over.
And with that, as you are going on, Kylie separates for a second, and Ramos, you get a knock on the door.
I'm not in the habit of being like, who is it? I'm just gonna kind of heel to toe step over to the door real quiet like, and then just like, I don't imagine the technology of peepholes has made it to this point in our wonderful dystopian future.
Imagine you wouldn't want that.
Probably not.
in that.
I'll just give a single knock back.
Lee, we need you over at the loading dock. Kylie says.
I will open the door and step out very quickly, closing it behind me. Of course.
And do not worry, I do not betray confidence.
How did you know this place was here?
I know the layout of the forge.
But you read deeper into my file than you let on.
I'm pretty interested in what you know. Though that is not the pertinent thing going on. There's an issue at the loading dock. As you could probably tell, the lights went out for a second.
Yeah. Well, just know this, Kylie. My information comes with a price. So
I'm
unless
sure
you've been
it does.
saving your pennies, then I'd imagine I'm keeping it to myself for a time being.
Indeed. So, with that, let's go.
Right. Mechanical question for the game master. So there are many different types of intimate moments. I would argue that this person knowing my secret, and us discussing that kind of openly with one another is pretty fucking intimate. So, if we're on the same page, Game Master, I'm gonna kind of make conversation along the way and then slip in, what do you see in your perfect partner? Fucking dumb.
Riz. The Riz.
I'm covered in blood and monster parts, but,
So,
how you doing?
you get a... you get a tilt of the head, like a confused tilt of the head, and like she looks at you as if trying to figure out what the fuck you're talking about, and then goes, driven, confident, and a thirst for knowledge.
I'm all those things. So, specifically for the strand talent for Lee, when you have an intimate moment, ask them what they see in a perfect partner. If it matches the traits you see in yourself, gain a strand. So would I
strand
be able to
can be with
appropriately
Kelly.
sick?
Yes.
I will continue to sing my own praises of how driven I am.
Well, this is the best date I've ever been on. Kidding.
Luckily, that doesn't really
And-
come with the price. Just shitty cafeteria meat.
Mm-hmm. Anyway. So. Each of you make it to the loading dock, and you overhear as you go in that, man, this seriously needs to be investigated. We don't know who could fucking flip a truck like that. Hey, wonderful. Hey guys, we're gonna need you to come figure this shit out, because I don't know what could have done this.
What's going on?
So, there is an 18-wheeler on its head.
Oh.
It is all kinds of fucked up, and the ventilation shaft nearby, all kinds of fucked up.
Okay.
You think something's gotten in?
I don't know. I'm just a mechanic. I'm not really a detective. Could you probably help with that?
I could try.
We'll take a look.
I don't know whatever flipped that truck, but it wasn't no mouse.
Is this going to be big enough to require our mechs to go investigate, or are we doing this on foot?
I'm
That
thinking
is
if
up
it's
to
big
you.
enough to flip a truck, we better bring something that's big enough to flip a truck.
Agreed. It's better to be safe than sorry.
Yep. So I'm gonna make my way to my mech and start powering Big Bertha up.
Yeah.
Are we?
Kim's gonna.
A question to the group, and I guess to the game master as well. Are we gonna patrol the exterior or the interior?
I'm thinking we should start from the inside and fan out.
Yeah.
We
Yep.
could always.
By the way, the hangar and the loading dock are in very separate places.
Oh.
Oh. So maybe we
Maybe.
should look around on foot first inside the building?
Should we split up, Scooby Gang?
God, no.
Probably
Well, I
not
was
a
about
good
to say-
idea.
Some of us could go grab our mechs.
Some could go outside and see if there was a any signs of an incursion.
That's a good idea. Question is, who wants to be inside, who wants to be out?
I'm best at
I'll go
close
out.
range. So,
I'm pretty good close.
Um,
Close
I-
as well, so.
I don't recommend going out there. That solar flare is about to come to
But
a high point.
Right.
Hmm.
All right. Well,
do the mechs protect from that at all? Like the ego field and all that? Or is it better avoided in general thing?
Better avoided in general. You don't want to come face to face with the power of the sun.
You don't know me, I'm a
Fine.
god.
You win this time, Capri Sun. Or was it Capri Sun or Sunny D? I think it was Sunny D.
oh my god, it's Sunny D.
Sunny D, that was it. I don't know why I was thinking.
Yeah, remember Capri Suns turn people into Silver Surfer.
That's what it was. Yep.
That's true.
Yeah.
which is horrifying
I
in
miss the
itself.
Tang commercials.
With the
Oh my
monkey?
God.
And-
I'm so sorry.
All right.
Oh, nostalgia. Yep. Sorry.
So, you can, if you wish, make an observation roll
Sure.
to help investigate this.
Sure.
All of you.
Absolutely.
Ah,
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, that's right. Stress. All right, we're just gonna roll
You're
that
doing
first. Fuck it.
So
I'm gonna push.
I am as well. Yeah, that is correct. Okay. Yes. Making sure I had the right amount of dice.
3 successes.
Okay, 3 successes, but a 1 on 2 stress die. I don't know if that matters. But, you know.
Oh, so a 1 on. Okay, so you got how many successes?
3.
2, 3, and a 1 on 2 different stress die. Okay, cool
So-
beans.
I got 5 successes and 1 on one of the stress die.
Cool. So both of you are gonna roll on the panic table.
Oh, right. Let's go ahead and do that.
Upon realizing there is something huge in 7 successes.
7. 7. Yeah, because 2 plus my 5 stress. So
Oh yeah, 7. You're
Yeah.
And an
trembling,
8.
and an 8. You're anxious. Stability is
Checks
reduced
out.
by 1.
Oh, fuck. Okay, wait, I think I have a power for that.
and what was 7? also
You
anxious, or-
are trembling. You start
Rodriguez
to
is
tremble. -1 to all agility rolls for the rest of the scene.
Oof. Okay.
Wow. 5
Oh,
That's my
successes
shooting hand.
on my part.
Okay. Y'all are hitting those real good.
I have
Azure?
9 stress dice. I would hope that the more increases, I'm getting better.
What's going on?
What did you roll?
3 successes.
Cool.
I took an extra stress because I pushed.
Okay. Good to know.
So I'm currently at
So-
4 stress.
Okay. So, the stress, well, you get to be anxious, Rodriguez, because you realize that what's gotten itself inside is probably a horror. No animal could make these scratch marks in metal like this, though it is large, rather huge.
Great.
We're gonna need our medics.
Oof.
It is at this lockdown starts to happen.
Well,
Klaxons begin to yell, flare out, and doors begin to shut, and the lights start to dim, as well as you begin to realize that the almost like it's starting to get so bright outside. It's almost as if something's trying to drown out all shadow.
Is that the solar flare?
Yes.
Out. Fucking standing. We're so
And-
fucked.
And you immediately receive word that the solar flare is at its highest peak, and things should return to normal pretty soon. But with knowing what's in the place, what you're now locked in with, you don't know exactly what, but it's definitely a horror of some kind. All of you gain a stress.
Yay! I'm at 5 now.
Hey, I'm at 10.
6.
That will be dealt with at the end of the session.
Did I win?
I think you won.
Yeah.
Did
Your
I win?
prize
You won the
is trauma.
Olympics.
Sick.
You win Trauma Olympics.
I win Eldritch
Olympics.
Automata.
Oh my god.
Gold medal in the Trauma Olympics.
Someone tell Nick and Ian I won Eldritch Automata.
So it seems like now with the lockdown, electronics have just started shorting out. Like every section you can see around you, sparks are coming out of computers. And suddenly the lights shut off. And every outside door or bulkhead is closed.
Question: with how this bunker situation is constructed, how easy is it for us to maneuver throughout the interior in our automata?
It is. Well, you don't quite know, as you haven't had to go through the interior in your automata before, and you don't have access to your automata in this second.
This is bad. This is really, really bad.
This is really fucking bad. All right. So, with our our understanding of the layout of this building, and those lockdown drills that we all absolutely paid attention to, and did not just
Didn't
brain
skip
dump
that
as soon
CBT.
as they were over. No, didn't skip
Also-
that.
Also,
what's the
you're
quickest
locked
way to
in
our
here.
next?
The quickest way to your mechs, unfortunately, would have been through those doors
Fuck.
that you came in, but those are locked. Every door is locked.
Of course. Okay.
But there are air vents that are still functioning. Your PDAs, for some reason, work.
So, maybe some of you can fit through those vents, but
I definitely can.
I'm not going in there.
I would, but
We
I
kind
got
of
too much
have to.
cushion for the pushing, so that's not happening.
Well, that hole you would fit in. In fact, you could probably thrust yourself through that hole.
Through which hole?
The hole made by whatever creature this was in the air in one of the air vents.
Fair.
Look, I've seen Scooby-Doo. I know that doesn't end well. But
Wait, you've seen Scooby-Doo? Lucky. I've only ever heard of it.
Yeah, me too. Yep.
you can skip over the parts with Scrappy. It's not worth it.
No, it's not.
The more time we're lingering here, not solving the problem, the closer we are to death.
All right.
We're fine. We're good. We're not gonna die. Just have to figure something out.
All right.
A
I'll be
little
fine.
bit. We will need to go into the air vents. And I'm certain while you are a big man, you'll be able to get at least a little inch by inch.
All right, but I'm going in last. I don't want any of you getting caught behind me.
All right. Come on. Let's open one of these vents, shall we?
Kim pulls out her sidearm.
I mean,
And
that's one way to ask nicely. Is there anything to kind of pry it off, or is it is it a pull off kind of deal, screwed on, bolted, whatever?
you're in the loading dock with so you have a lot of tools at your disposal in getting these things off.
Right.
So like crowbars, big wrenches, drills.
Yeah, I don't really care about saving the vent at this point. So if whatever removes it from the wall, um, if it's just enough for me to like get it loose, get my hand under, and rip the damn thing off, then I'm good with that.
Yeah, fantastic.
Would you like a roll for that, or
No. That you can do that exactly as is.
Alrighty.
So, in order to, we'll need to restore main power. Well, you can see the lights are off, and we don't have power. The only problem is horrors, I guess. But we need to get to the reactor core.
Okay. Yeah. We're fine. Let's go, team.
It's alright a little bit. You can be close to me if you need.
All right. Who's first?
I'm the smallest.
Okay.
I think Kim is the smallest at this point. So she'll probably go first.
All right. Boys, come up behind us. All right. Onward.
And yeah, onward.
All right. Kylie is almost at an urgency to get to the reactor core. And that kind of thing. However, it is at this point Kylie will go. Getting out of this place is, this specific space is quite the requirement. So we come out into the hallways, and we'll be able to get there much quicker.
Understood.
So
Okay.
be ready to drop here. And there's another grate in front of you, Kim.
She's gonna. How big is the space we're currently in right now?
With you being the smallest, you're able to have a bit more maneuverability. Chen is having to squeeze through.
Heard. Somebody, whoever's behind me, I assume Rodriguez.
Yep.
Hold on to my shoulders. Make sure I don't move, and put pressure on. Like, let's use our force for a second to keep me in place. And she's going to get on her back and push her feet against the grate, and basically wait to be braced by Rodriguez, and then vice versa, so that Chen, who's stuck behind us, can be used as like a meat wall. So we're not gonna we're going to be able to use all my force to be able to do it, to be able to push into that. And she's going to attempt to start like kicking the grate open.
Sounds good. Yeah, I'll help however I can. Being anxious.
Cool beans. So,
Is that a roll or anything I need to do?
you don't need to roll.
Okay.
Removing grates isn't really narratively satisfying to roll for.
Fair enough.
So you drop out into the hallway. You are outside of the docking bay, and you can. What is it that you wish to do?
Well, first and foremost, the second we get out of the now new opening, she's going to do a little bit of a combat roll, and holding up her sidearm and trying to check the check corners, and try to make sure that everything is like solid and there's no horrors on us or anything.
Okay. Go ahead and make an observation roll.
What's my fucking stress at now? 5? Jesus Christ.
It's not 10.
What's that like? Yeah.
Okay. 2, 3 successes, but I had a 1 on my stress die.
Okay. So go ahead and roll a d6 plus your current amount of stress.
That's 5 plus 5, 10.
You are shaking as you hear.
No. Don't like it. Don't like it.
No.
And we can. And what is it you're about to do?
Oh, the moment she hears that, Rodriguez, since you're immediately right there before coming out, you just see her just,
Mm-hmm.
and then she's just like,
Your stress level and the stress level of every friendly PC around you, it increases by 1. As
Neat.
they notice you're shaking.
Do I take this up to 11?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So it's just if you hit 10, then you win a prize.
So, and if I remember correctly, the therapy is the only thing that can help this, right?
Therapy is the only thing that can help your trauma.
Gotcha. Oh, okay. Cool.
I think we can do like activities and other like grounding stuff to like.
I don't think
take
any
care of
activities
stress.
are coming up. I don't think dodgeball's coming up anytime soon.
You wanna play dodgeball really quick right here in the hallway with the horror?
Yeah, let's see if he's up for
Yeah,
it.
let's just sing Kumbaya while we do it.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
That'll be fun.
Mhm.
It'll be great.
Agreed.
And then we'll
Let's
have
play-
a pizza party afterwards.
Maybe he'll want to play Gwent with us.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Go ahead, SYRANAS. I'm so sorry.
This is great.
You hear that noise throughout the area. Like throughout the entire space. It's like that noise was adirectional.
How far are we from the mechs?
Should you set out to get to those mechs, you'll be there in about 15 minutes.
Jesus Christ, we got so far.
15.
I think getting to those might be our best bet.
Yeah.
Agreed. We got to be quick. We got to be quiet.
Yep.
So yeah, taking point. Kim is going to start shakily making her way down towards the quickest paths we know from here to get to the hangar, with I assume everybody else following behind her in similar fashion.
Yep.
And I'll be taking up the rear on this one as well. That way, kind of keeping my eyes out, but also if anything comes up behind us, then hopefully I can give it the business before it fucks everybody else up. So.
Okay. So, moving forward. So, at what kind of pace are you moving?
The kind where you're like fast, like you're trying to be quiet, but you're trying to move quickly. So you're like fast walking, and then you stop, and you look
We're-
around. You fast walk, and you stop, and you look around.
Tactical walking.
We're solid
Tactical
snaking
walking.
the shit out of this.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly, 100%.
Okay.
And of course, checking corners
Yes.
wherever as needed. Checking vents too, like getting eyes on vents as we pass them. We don't know.
I don't suppose we have a flashlight on us.
Can my sidearm have a tactical light on it?
Sure.
Sweet.
Why not?
You're a kind and gentle god.
I appreciate you.
I would have said no.
I was thinking you were gonna say no.
If you have a tactical light on it, it's easier to see you. Anyway, the
Oh, you know what? Shit. I didn't think about that for a split second there. Fuck.
So Kylie slides back to where you are currently. Lee, I'm so sick in my head. I'm so sorry. And he goes, "This is exciting. Possibly a new horror."
I'm curious as to how they came in without us knowing. We usually have early detection systems. This shouldn't happen. I could get my fucking hands on one of these.
Maybe it was.
There's a
the
lot
solar
about
flare.
this that I don't fucking like.
Maybe it was the solar flare.
Maybe, but that would require a level of intelligence that most of them just don't have.
That is true. Though I can't wait to find out.
How loud are y'all being right now as we're trying to...
Just whispering.
Whispering, stage whispering.
Yeah.
You just see Kim from Point hearing some like the and she's just like,
You shut the fuck up.
So I think we need to get to our mix or automata.
The automata will help, but if we can take one... The automata first. Everything else second.
All right. So,
yeah, Kim's not saying anything. She's shaking.
Upon a new direction, you will be able to head towards the hangar where your automata exist. And you know that the hangar is also where where you go to where you need to get to the core, going down deeper and deeper into the earth. However, we will get into that next time.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is good. This is good. I'm actually scared.
We're gonna die.
I fear nothing.
With your 10 stress, or 11, excuse me.
11
You're
stress.
doing
Yeah,
great.
what do I win, Syranus? What do I win?
So, what you win is a new trauma. What I need you to roll is a
Sick.
d6, adding nothing.
Dope. All right.
So I assume stress does not reset at the beginning of each session.
No, we have to. It takes what? It's like a full chill
Rest.
evening to do one.
Yes.
Yep.
Yo.
Or no, I think it might actually be all of the stress. I think it was something else that
I don't know. I
Recovers
hope it's
that.
all the stress, because otherwise I'm gonna need a full-on, like, I need to take all my leave. I know it's 2.5 days a month, but I need all my leave. Like, now. That's a 1, Syranus.
You lucky motherfucker.
Oh my god.
I saw the 1 and I was like, I have royally fucked, or I'm gonna come out of this okay.
You have no lasting trauma.
Oh
Yeah,
well,
I do.
Christ. This is not helping Gilbert's god complex.
Yeah, you see, guys, the thing is, dear viewer, if you have to operate on a friend, just man up. Pick yourself up by your bootstraps.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, no.
I'm kidding. Please see a therapist, please.
and leave
Christ.
surgery to medical professionals.
Someone
Yeah.
clip
Do
that.
that.
Don't do kitchen sink
Or-
surgery.
Yeah, or don't do surgery on your friends. Yeah, that's probably the lesson. That's probably a better lesson. Thank you, David.
I try.
Someone clip that. Anyway,
Don't click
um,
That's a great clip. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Sick.
Amazing.
so
Thank you,
we will
Syranus.
have
Yeah, thank you,
session
Syranus.
2 next week, and you are very welcome. And thank you for playing. And
This was fun.
Yeah, this is really fun. I'm
Great.
enjoying it so far.
we will get into far more high action stuff next time.
Excellent.
Sick.
Looking forward to it.
It's gonna be great.
And I'm going to be killing people one by one.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
Do you want to do the spiel or shall I?
I did last time. Go ahead. You can have a turn at it.
Well, after everyone does their stuff, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. Azure, where can we find you?
Oh, hi. I keep looking to the left because that's where my camera used to be, but now it's dead ahead of me. Hi, I am Azure or Rachel. You can find me at theazurebutterfly.ttv. I am also the creative director here on the Rolling Nomads. You know me as Ingrid of Sintra and Witcher Ways of Old, your favorite bear witcher. I am also Prince Juliana Volstadt, the gangrel prince of the Borgio Pass and Transylvania Beckons, and soon to be Maria Russellini in Berlin Bloodlines. And today, I've been Kristen Kim, the what's her title? The introverted prodigy that pilots the Overload.
Excellent.
Like it.
David, where can we find you?
Hey, I am David. Let's see. I run Colder Than a Switch's Wit here on the Rolling Nomads, and I also in our Scion Godsend game play Thalys. Today, been Cameron Chen, and yeah. I think I forgot. I'm not used to dropping like the Twitter handle. I am older than I look, so it's at DG the Nomad. Is where you can find me. And yeah, that's me.
You haven't pressed the nuke button yet.
Excellent.
I'm proud of you.
Well, I haven't been in the mech yet.
Right?
There is time.
So,
Hero's
time.
death?
Uh,
Hero's death.
indeed. Luna, where can
Hello.
we find you?
Hi, I'm Luna or Druid by Night. You can find me at Druid by Night on all the social medias, including here on Twitch, where I stream Monday to Friday. I am the social media director here on the Rolling Nomads. I also play in Witcher Ways of Old as Cersei Aveline, Rosalind, the first Tremere Prince in Transylvania Beckons, and soon to be Imogen Lamia in Berlin Bloodlines. Tonight I have been Rebecca Rodriguez, the Cinnamon Roll. That's not her official title, but it is now.
I love it.
I like it.
So, Ramos, where can we find you?
Hello, everyone. I am at RAMOS the Nomad. I am the media director here at Rolling Nomads. I'm the person in charge of making all these overlays and making sure everyone's stuff is readable and all that good stuff. As well as, video editing and such. Yeah, I'm found everywhere at RAMOS the Nomad. I do things here on the Rolling Nomads. I am the game master for Witcher Ways of Old. The storyteller for Book of Saints, and I think that's all I've got currently.
Scion
and
Godsend.
and Scion Godsend, the story guide for Scion Godsend over on the Onyx Path. Yeah, I've cut back on my games so much. Thank God.
You didn't mention Berlin.
Oh, Berlin. Yes, I will be in Berlin very, very soon. For Berlin Bloodlines, I will be playing a real doctor, Tullio Giovanni. Really the best Giovanni in the city of Berlin. Really the
Just Berlin?
Wait a minute, hold on. Wait a second.
I love
really,
how long it took Luna to realize.
The absolute, the unequated, unrivaled, unmatched.
You know what? You can keep it.
Dr. Tullio Giovanni.
If that makes you sleep better during the day, sure.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'll be on Berlin Bloodlines very soon whenever that comes out. I think that's it. I'm real bad at these guys. I don't do these usually. That's me, I think.
In what?
Say it.
I'll do it during our spiel. But SYRANAS, where can we find you?
You can find me here sometimes. You could also find me on twitch.tv/SYRANAS whenever I feel like streaming. It sometimes happens. YouTube.com/SYRANAS if you like old videos of Dissidia Duodecim. That's fun. And Twitter.com/SYRANAS. I am there some of the time as well. I don't really post all that much, but I do a lot of reposting.
Same.
And yeah, I am also in other older live plays. I was in a Deadlands classic game by the name of Judas Steer. That was a lot of fun way back in the day, but I no longer am, as it is done. So, on to your spiel.
Yes, of course, we have been the Rolling Nomads. You can find us right here on twitch.tv/Rolling Nomads, where we do all of our actual plays, our streams right here on Twitch. And the best way to keep up to date with us, as well as our announcements of when we're going live, our cancellations, our late starts, all this good stuff, is going to be over on Twitter @_Rolling Nomads and Blue Sky @Rolling Nomads. We have a TikTok where you'll find clips of things where I say outlandish stuff and that have key moments and highlights from other streams. So head on over there, find us @_Rolling Nomads on TikTok for things you might find interesting, and you might find something you didn't know you liked, and you'll be turned on to something that might become a new obsession. Mental checklist. Yeah, I think that's it. That's us in a handbasket.
There we go. That's what I was waiting for.
He said the thing.
Yeah. That is indeed us in a handbasket.
I've never been more aware, of what I say, except for when it's around you guys.
We love you, Ramos.
Yeah, that's all.
That's what friends are for, and I mean,
sweet. Yeah. That's our spiel. SYRANAS, you want to say bye? Take us out with a tagline.
Take it easy, and if it's easy, take it twice.
Hell yeah.
Hell
Bye,
yeah.
guys.
All right.